What's really good? Down, aka Chef. I'm here with Mr. Muffins Martinez, who way I feel trying to do some extra content for us, asking for some information. The guy sends me 6 million videos a day of wrestling. I ask him 2 questions, and I get no response on those fucking questions. I feel a little hated on.
My bad, man. Thank you. My bad, man. I've been trying to since my sleep is horrible. I've been trying not to do anything crazy and just kind of stay up and then try to go to sleep at 11 latest. So that's been working the last couple of nights. Usually, as you know, I'm up at 3, 4 in the morning and YouTube watching wrestling, and you always tell me, man, go to sleep. I said, dude, you go to sleep. And you I just got up to go to work. I said, well, shit, that's you. I'm still watching wrestling. Leave me alone, bro. But yeah, man, that was my bad. That's my bad. But I wanted to start you off on this week's wrestling, and it's crazy how this happened. So we have Karrion Kross on a podcast having an interview, and all of a sudden he gets a text message on his phone, and the guy is sitting right next to him, and he looks down and he goes no, and you see Karrion Kross ooh, kind of laughing, and he goes, the guy who's interviewing, can we say what I just saw? He goes, go ahead. And he goes, he just got a text from Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman just texted him on the third day while he's holding the MLW heavyweight title, talking to this guy doing an interview, and Paul Heyman just texted the man. Now, let me give you a breakdown of what's going on here. All right. So you have WWE. We already know Karrion Kross was a beast wherever he goes. But as everything works out, some people may not like his style, so they do. And then you don't get pushed. And then you get pushed, and then you kind of get put back in the back burner for a while. The fans go crazy. They're cheering for you. They want to do this. And your contract runs out, and then you leave, and now you're doing your shit somewhere else, right? Which always happens. So now you have the vision on Monday Night Raw, which is supposed to be Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins gets hurt. Breaker turns on him. Now there's a start of a new vision. Then you got Logan Paul comes in now. And then lastly, the last guy who came into the vision is oh my God, and I forgot his name. Australian kid. He just shaved his head too. You know his name by any chance?
No.
I apologize because I just went blank on his name. So now you got 4 guys. Everything is cool. WrestleMania is around the corner. Hey, it's going to be huge. Braun Breaker gets hurt. Now you're down to 3 members. This past Monday night, Bronson Reed went to dive to break a pin and landed wrong on his shoulder and blew out his pectoral muscle. So now you got up to 2 guys only now. Logan Paul and the other kid. And I'm sorry, I still can't remember his name. His face is right here, but I can't remember his name. Now, there's a box that was delivered to Monday Night Raw that says open up at the Elimination Chamber. Humongous box that you could put a person in there. At first, I'm thinking, oh, wow, it's going to be the return of Brock Lesnar. Well, Brock Lesnar already came because he's already with Paul Heyman, and they mentioned about an open challenge at WrestleMania. So hopefully that will move some ticket sales because of Brock Lesnar being there early, and he's going to have an open challenge.
Yeah.
So now they moved the box to Friday Night SmackDown because now he doesn't want the box there. Send it to Magnus. So then Magnus says, I don't want this box. This doesn't go over here. Send it back to Monday night. So then this past Monday night, they said, you know something? Let's send it to an Elimination Chamber, and me and Magnus will figure it out there and then. my thing is this. Now I'm thinking out of left field now. You have your vision that you really have. So I
think you're on point.
I think I hopefully I painted a good picture, even though I can't remember the last guy's name from the vision. You got your two main guys from the vision are hurt. Braun Breaker's out, and now Bronson Reed is out. You have two young guys who are still learning the program of WWE and how things work there. How the fans gonna react? So okay, I don't know. So now you bring this box back. It's just the return of Seth Rollins. Is Seth Rollins ready to return? But they turned on him. So what is that gonna do for the vision? So do now just throwing wind into the air. We see what happened on Thursday on this live, thing that they're doing, and Karen Cross gets a text from Paul Heyman. Is he trying to reach out to Karen Cross like, bro, we need you? And we know, Karen Cross is a stand-up man. We understand that, but he's done this once before when he left from TNA, went to MLW for a cup of coffee, and we thought, oh wow, Karen Cross is here in MLW. They went out and they did an actual figure for the man. And a month later, he signed with WWE.
Yep.
2 years later, he's back on the free agent mark. And we know Paul Heyman is a veteran. He knows how to talk. That's his job. Yep. He knows how to talk. He knows how to take us and bring us up to a bigger than life persona than what we used to. So Paul Heyman knows what he needs to do to butter somebody up, to get inside your mind and work those little wires. So my question to you now is, do you think Paul Heyman is really talking to Karen Cross to try to get him down to this side of the elimination chamber and he be whatever inside that box?
So,
or do you think Karen Cross will be a stand-up guy and say, you know something? Burn me once, shame on me. Burn me, or what was it? Burn me once, shame on you. Burn me twice, shame on me. So hopefully this will be the second time. Hopefully he learned from it that first time what happened.
How
he got treated.
They let go of him twice.
How he was treated. Do you go back? So that was my question to you, Chef. If you're being that type of guy, MLW just put the belt on you because they believe in you. They have this big thing that when you finished, you went up to your parents, you put the belt on your mom, you told the crowd, my mom beat cancer. Now you're doing all this. They're featuring heavily on the last two shows, which we haven't seen yet from MLW because now everything is being taped for Fusion. So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he said, you know something? I'll go back to prove myself. The money's good. I don't like 2 or 3 years. At least I know if something happens, I'll be taken care of. But what happens when they get tired of me and I get shitted back to the back of the bus?
So this is like a super loaded question. So I see it as
so now
you had an opportunity to win the title, and I don't care if he's fresh off the streets and they gave it to him. I don't even care.
I do.
But, no, I'm just saying, in general, it's whatever.
Because I hate that. I hate it.
I do as well. I think it's fucking stupid as shit. But your mother's a cancer survivor, right? And they made it a point to let them have a moment. Now, I'm not saying that that's definitive. You got to do whatever you got to do. I'm not saying that. But places like TNA, who I've seen do things like that, Impact Wrestling, I've seen them very heavy, salute crowd members, family members, staff, ring crew. I've seen them heavily show love, where in companies like AEW and WWE, all that shit, right? Like, we got too many wrestlers. We got to put the time on. So beautiful mother on there, and God bless her. She survived cancer, all that good shit, right? Like, or nothing. So, incredible moment. Yeah, I know, like you said, the figure was there. He dipped real quick. He didn't, he really didn't do much in MLW when that figure was coming out. We were like, how the fuck is there not an Alex Kane figure, right? So you're like, all right, I don't really care about the figure thing, cool. But now this time, Scarlett Bordeaux also in WWE fizzled pretty quick too.
I don't even think they even let her wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't think they even let her wrestle in WWE.
And we've seen her have a really good match on their first comeback into MLW. And the person she beat, I actually thought was going to win because, like a lot of people, I thought Karrion Kross would be in and out, right? Like, we'll bring him in, get some tickets, get people excited. He wins the belt. You're like, oh shit. Scarlett Bordeaux has an incredible match. And I'm not the biggest Scarlett Bordeaux fan, but she fucking wrestled the fucking ass off. And I was surprised at the work she put in. I was like, oh man, we got something here. The featherweight division has been missing a weapon for a while. It's been decent at times. We've had some good people come in and out, but we need a signature person. And I think a Scarlett Bordeaux could easily be that person. So do you sit back and go, shit, financially for 1 to 3 years, we'll get a nice payday? Or do we stay and we do what we do? Do we stay here where they obviously showing us love? They're very interested in us working here. We have the ability to work, the independents and do whatever you're going to do. I think at this point where at the same token, yes, I understand Karrion Kross is a name, but let me tell you something. Let's just say he was in WWE Purgatory and we ain't see him wrestle for 2-3 years. Do you think people would be worrying about Karrion Kross or saying his name? Absolutely not. It's the same thing as Camille, the hottest female coming out, and I use her all the time. Where is Camille? No one knows. So wrestling is unfortunately hit with the same bug that society has got, where nobody really wants to see podcasts as much. They want quick, short, little, because their attention span is gone so quick. They don't care about the information and everything like that. You do have people, and salute to them, but it's in and out, right? I think Kross is smart play, and not because we're MLW fans, especially, I love MLW. You got to learn, and I think that we're looking at 2 possible superstars in MLW, that things are in the works that are working really well for MLW. There are things coming into play, usually comes back, but there are a lot of moves. And I do have a little inside person that told me there's so much maneuvering right now that they're trying to go and touch everything. And this is someone who works for the company. And I was like, bro, like that. And he was like, he goes, Chef, I can't even tell you. And that's the word he used. It sounds fictional. We have our hands and trying to imprint it everywhere. And it's starting to work. So a little bit of time, and we see what happens from there. We see the Paul Walter Hauser, who we thought it looks freaking great, right? Like, there are a lot of things in play. And going forward, we're looking at Karrion Kross, the guy that's going to hold the torch. Do you want to go back there, have a come out of a box, bang? But all these guys get healthy, the Braun Breakers, all these other guys, you know what happens to you? You get pushed back. These are our stars. You're not Logan Paul, and I don't even like Logan Paul.
I hate to pause you here because for something you said right now, what if, just hypothetical, what if they really give them the badge because they're missing that star power at the moment right now? WrestleMania is the biggest show of WWE and basically of the whole wrestling world. This is your main show.
Okay.
Did you think by saying like, we need you now?
What's to say?
Guys are going to
Bro, what's to say that text?
But the show is here now.
I hear you, but what's to say that text wasn't, "Hey brother, how you doing? Hope the wife is good." Right? Like, it could just be a friendly text at a wild time, right? Like,
yeah, it's just. We're just gotta be coincidence, and we're what's the conspiracy theorists?
Yeah. No, trust me, because that's what everybody's going with. Everybody thinks that, oh shit, it was this plan, was this like, oh my god. But here's my thing. So let's say your MLW. It'd be
too amazing if it was planned.
Yeah, but let's just say your MLW, AEW, whoever else, TNA, you see them put a belt on a guy, and he doesn't even defend the belt because he's going to jump back to WWE. What do you think about it if they release him in next year? Do you really want to? Because every time that they call, he goes running. So, do you want to take the gamble on a guy like that, or does he actually show his what he is about? Because listen, he's done this twice, got burned twice, right? So a third strike, you're out. And if I'm MLW or N.W.A. or TNA, and I know he has issues with TNA, I'm not fucking with you. I see what pumps through your blood. You're loyalty to nothing. So I can't fuck with you. And I don't know his character. I'm just saying what it looks like on the outside looking in. I don't know the guy personally. I'm just saying, if he dips like that, that is a terrible look, bro.
Yeah.
That is for his whole brand. And I understand. He's not a spring chicken no more. So you're looking at the investment long term to say, hey, look, wrestling ain't forever. You know, I need a really good bag to secure. And we all understand that. Go get your money. But there's a certain thing that from our generation, our word means a lot. And I'll take somebody's word over anything else they can give me. Because I know this generation, there ain't no fucking thing of loyalty. It's pathetic.
Man, I just gotta say is that would be so shitty if he does leave.
Yep.
And he's the champion of the company, and you've already done a show in January, a show this month that just finished that we still haven't seen yet.
Yep.
We've only seen the Battle Riot thing. Yep. So we haven't seen the tapings that happened on that show, the tapings that happened in February from Chicago, and then you have a show coming up next week, March 5th, or the following week.
I think it's the following week. I think it's the 14th, I think.
From Atlanta, where your champion's supposed to be there. So, we're going to go back to the days of the monster tapings in TNA when guys were leaving, and now for the next 3 months, you're still watching the guy wrestle, and you're like, well, damn, this sucks. He already left. But now I got to stay for the next 3 months and watch this guy heavily on a show, and he's no longer here.
The only good thing I'll say about that is just watching it live. Watching it on TV, right? So I was there every day, so it wasn't, I didn't have to suffer for it for months. I was there, right? So, but if you're watching it like a fan that doesn't live in Florida, you're like, what sense did this make? Right? Like, but it's the same thing. I hope he's not that kind of character. Like, I hope he's not that dude. I mean, I'll put my chips in that I think he's a stand-up guy. That's where I'm going to stand. I think that he's a stand-up. Maybe, let's say that is a thing. That he's like, yo, I need you for Elimination Chamber. Let's say he says that, yo, bro, I need you for Elimination Chamber. I mean, I could pull up at Elimination Chamber, but I'm working over here, so I'm over here. That could be the freelance thing. Why not?
I doubt it. So why are you gonna come back for that and then leave again?
Yeah, he's just a hired for kill guy.
No.
I think.
I could see that in N.W.A, MLW, because it's lower show, but not in WWE. I mean, oh my God, that'd be so crazy. Something like that happens. Oh, here goes Karrion Kross. Oh, what happened to Karrion Kross?
Yeah. True.
Well, anyway,
I'm just trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Once again, like I said, it was just we were here just grabbing at straws and stuff like that because it just kind of felt like so crazy how this happened and stuff like that. Now, talking about a podcast, don't know if you saw what happened yesterday with Darby Allin when he's in an Uber and they're doing an interview on a live podcast. He's on the phone and the driver completely has a total meltdown because he's on the phone doing the podcast.
What happened with the driver?
So Darby Allin is in an Uber. Nobody in an Uber. It's the phone. He's doing a live podcast with somebody else like us.
Yeah.
On the ride, and the driver of the Uber completely spazzes out because he's doing a podcast live where the guy is driving to wherever his destination is.
Okay.
So basically, the dude completely burnt out. The driver completely goes crazy, goes whatever, to the point that before everything ended, he literally kicked Darby Allin out of the ride of his car because he wasn't happy that he was on the phone while he's driving, doing a podcast, doing a live show at that time. So my question to you is this: is there any kind of etiquette when you are a wrestler or somebody famous or whatever, and you get in the Uber? Do you think are there any type of rules?
You know what?
Like,
listen,
you can't be on the phone.
Listen, I don't care Uber or not. If somebody's paying you or you're just doing the interview, at least give them the common courtesy. Say, look, I'll be a half hour later. I'm in an Uber. I'm heading home. I'm headed to the gym. I'm whatever. The sound quality is gonna. You're in a car. It picks up all that shit. So even if they're not paying for the interview and he's just hooking somebody up, you at least give me the etiquette of fucking doing it in a decent zone. Like, don't be in a fucking car home. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me that much. So yeah, the driver's right. I'm trying to fucking drive and you sitting here fucking having a conversation. Get out of here. Kick that bozo out of the car with his stupid face paint.
Really?
Bro, that's dumb as shit.
You'll be upset because the guy's on the phone?
I'm trying to drive. I'm not trying to hear this bullshit. I'm not trying to hear this dumb shit.
He has nothing to do with your drive. I'm in the back.
No. You're disrupting my flow.
Oh shit. Of driving?
So, all right. So you're in my car, right? So now if you're in my car and I'm driving somewhere and I pump Mobb Deep, let's just say I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hear that shit. And I pump Mobb Deep. So I don't got to hear that. I'm wrong for pumping Mobb Deep in the car now? Because it's fucking...
No, of course not.
Interview?
But now people are going to think that you're being petty because, okay, now he's mad because this guy is on the phone, so he's putting the music loud on purpose.
It's my car.
Understandable, yes. Or you should say, like, please. And he asked him a couple of times, about to get off the phone or whatever.
Okay, so where's he wrong?
Yeah, but the dude had a meltdown, bro. This dude completely had a meltdown.
Oh, I gotta see this. I gotta look for it.
Yeah, man. So that was yesterday. But anyway, but back to some real wrestling news. We got MLP, which is Maple Leaf Professional Wrestling. And if you don't know Maple Leaf Professional Wrestling is, this is Scott D'Amour's wrestling from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. All right. Like, he's been doing this show for a while. And then he brought it back again when he became like the president of TNA or whatever. So when he was, I guess we could say, getting fired from TNA, remember? that he was trying to buy TNA, and then they kicked him out
Yeah.
or whatever, and they were doing other things. So anyway, so now he's back full blast on the MLP thing, Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, and now they announced that his company has a partnership now with CMLL, which is the Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre down in Mexico, which is the same company that MLW has a partnership with, and they have a partnership with AEW also. So, because
WWE has a partnership with. He's been in this industry forever, so he got connects.
So that to me, that's kind of awesome, because now Canadian wrestlers or Canadian fans who love Mexican wrestling, and a lot of Mexican wrestlers have issues with the visas to come over to Mexico. I mean, to Canada.
There's a girl that got detained from ICE that wrestled for AEW.
No, CCW.
Okay, my bad. I knew that Thunderbolt was like trying to help her and shit.
Yeah, CCW. Yeah, but this, I mean, to me, this is kind of huge. But now you have Mexican wrestlers coming over to Canada, especially if you're a Canadian fan of Mexican wrestling, and you never get to see them in Canada. They'll be able to do that now and go over to, to Canada to wrestle. Especially somebody like Mystico.
Yeah.
Mystico being the biggest luchador wrestler at the moment right now, and we know that. That we know Mystico is the biggest wrestler, because we know MLW has used him as the milk goat, to milk out of that man for the last year and a half. And I'm hoping that this year they'll be pulling away from CML and use more of our own United States wrestlers, Canada and stuff like that. So that's one news. Also, the other news that I want to bring up is the homie Dave Marquez from United Wrestling Network. They're starting to broadcast live now on March 8th from Long Beach, California. It's going to be a monthly special. So it's going to be a pay-per-view show every month from LA or from other locations. Because this was supposed to happen before COVID hit.
Yeah.
And COVID hit. And then they're trying to do it again in, like I want to say, in the beginning of 2021. And they had got a place down in LA. And they did a couple of shows before this show ever done again. So they dropped that whole thing. So now starting March 8th, they're going to have the same thing, monthly shows. And I believe it's going to, I don't know exactly where it's going to be shown. So I don't know if it's going to be on Trailer TV, if it's going to be on some other, I guess they're saying Adrenaline Plus. I don't know what that is. So I don't know. But they already have it going on. They got Hammerstone going up against Cruz for United Wrestling Championship belt. They got our boys 5150 against Live Danger for the tag team titles. They got the world title, the females, Alex Gracia against Big Mama, which Big Mama is one of Rob K's favorites.
Yep.
Lost to the Legend go up against Richard Holiday. TJP against Jake Redondo. They're having a United Wrestling World title match. Rob McKnight against Evan Daniels. Fidel Bravo against Sophie. Yeah, so that's going to be, so I guess this is Adrenaline Plus. You can watch it on YouTube, Roku, Fubo, Swarm TV, Trailer Sling, and DirecTV, which means I got DirecTV, so I got to find it to see where Adrenaline TV is. So yeah, March 8th, that's the first show. It's going to be on March 8th.
And we love what Dave Marquez is doing. Like, that guy's vision is insane. Yeah. Now,
the last news that I have is, which I thought was going to happen, except they changed some stuff around. We got Dominic Mysterio, the Mega Campeon in AAA. up against the other Vikingo, which are Rey Reyes. But I thought it was going to be hair versus hair, which that's what it looked was going to happen. Now they changed it now. Now they did if Dominic wins, Vikingo will never challenge for the AAA championship again. But if Vikingo wins, the Dominic must leave AAA forever.
All right. Yeah.
So that looks more like that is what's going to happen is that Vikingo's going to win this match, ending or having the end of Dominic Mysterio in AAA. Because, he hasn't done shit down there anyways either.
Nah.
I think he defended the belt once. He hasn't defended the belt in Raw. He hasn't defended the ICW belt since he won in November. But he's supposed to now coming up next Monday now. So he might be losing all the belts coming up.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah. So Rey Reyes and then next week. So we already know what's going to happen. So I just don't want to talk about that. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about is how did you feel about the video of Uncle Vince doing Fast and the Furious?
Huh?
Uncle Vince. Did you see the video?
No.
Really?
Bro,
Jesus, Jeff. Uncle Vince was riding one of his sports cars, going over 100 miles an hour, zigzagging through the expressway, goes around the car, or he goes like this so damn fast, like this. Jeff, he goes like this.
I'm going to look for it right now.
Like that, so fast that he goes off and hits the guardrail.
No.
On the left-hand side. And crashes this beautiful car and lands back on the right-hand side of the shoulder. And I guess he's trying to outrun a cop. He's trying to outrun a cop car. Because the cop is chasing him, and that's when he goes into and hits the turbo button. And then he's cursing to himself, calling himself a dumbass and stuff like that because he crashed the car.
What an idiot. What an idiot. Listen, fucking you want,
dude, Uncle Vince.
Right?
Uncle Vince said, I'm hitting the turbo button. I'm hitting the exhaust button here. I'm pressing the beat button on my controller. He must say that at the wrong time because he went over and then he's talking to the cop and the cop saying, you didn't see me? I've been chasing you for a while to fly and you keep speeding up. So I don't know if Uncle Vince thought I'm going to outrun this dude. He's never going to catch me because I am Vince McMahon and I'm going to outrun the cops. And even if I get arrested, I'm still Vince McMahon. So I'll get a slap in the hands by President Trump because I'm a Republican and we give him money. And my wife is in the cabinet somewhere in there. So I got nothing to lose. So I'm gone. He must have pressed the B button at the wrong time to hit that exhaust, get to the 200 miles an hour. He just hit the car in front of him and try to drive around it too fast.
You seen that?
That's where he crashed.
So
Uncle,
where Vince McMahon,
I love you, brother.
He was playing Need for Speed Underground or some shit. I'm
telling you. I think that's what he thought. He said, I got nothing to lose. I'm out. He couldn't have to catch me. He couldn't have to catch me. And he got caught because he crashed.
Fucking idiot. Listen.
If pure thoughts go through your mind when you got nothing to lose, bro.
Oh yeah, listen. The laws don't play by the same laws, and let's keep it 1,000.
I'm being
because if that was me and you, we're arrested off the rip.
I'm being sued by a chick who signed an NDA. I lost my $5 billion company because I had to sell it. My wife knows that I've been cheating on her for the last 20, 30 years. I got nothing to lose.
Who cares?
If this is it for me, then I'm out. I'm gonna crash this car. I'm gonna do like 120 flips. I'm gonna go on a blessing. But I ain't got nothing to lose. And that's what he did. Uncle Vince just said, screw this. Blazing Saddles, baby. He put some tune in the. I'm pretty sure he was playing something hard. Something in the back just there. I'm just like some kind of pick me up music. Just like, yeah, I'm a daredevil.
I was listening to that Triple H. Time to play the game.
Oh, here comes here comes the money. money. What was Vince McMahon's song?
No Chance in Hell.
Okay, no chance. Oh, yeah, no chance in hell you're gonna catch me. No chance in hell. No chance in hell you're gonna catch me. No chance in hell. And the rock version, and then he went into the rock, and he just. God, Uncle Vince, I love you, bro. I don't care what anybody says about you. You created wrestling, and you made wrestling better for all of us. But damn it, you got to cut this shit. You got to
fucking relax, man. Act your fucking age.
Dude, I feel like Cat Williams right now. Uncle Vince wanted a party, and you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. Because Uncle Vince wants us to write NDAs, and I don't want my handwriting anywhere. And no, I am not going to use a ball pen pen to do triple copies for this. One signature is enough. I don't want my fingerprints out there in the universe. Yeah, so Chef, yeah, man. I don't know, though.
So, you know what?
I don't know what I'm saying.
I have something I want to say, something serious, too. So I told you that, I told you a little while ago about my man, Coach B, older guy, taught me and my son how to play chess, and my son beat him. He's a chess master. So he's been battling cancer for a while. He's 81 right now, and I bumped into him outside of a Home Depot, bro. I posted on my Facebook. 81 years old, about to be 82. I didn't put the cancer stuff and nothing like that. And he survived stage 4 prostate cancer at 81 years old. Dang. Nicest guy I've ever met. And you want to talk about life lessons and being an amazing mentor and everything. I love Coach B. Coach B is one of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. And to see him doing better and alive, salute to Coach B, because the world needs more people like Coach B. We hit everything. I know we hit everything.
Unless you got something else, I don't know. I try to hit everything that came up this week. So, and your girl, which you hate, Mickie James.
Oh my God, bro! Why are we doing this? Why are we talking about this shit?
She made her return in TNA last week in the pay-per-view against Elegance Brands, and I see that she's making a return again. But she came out last night and she got beat down, which means we're gonna see a little storyline between Elegance Brand and your favorite hardcore country, Mickie James.
I like Mickie James the person. I do. I like Mickie James the wrestler. But can we stop? How many retirements? Bret Favre, bro.
She retires, comes back at WrestleMania.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, come
retired, on. Comes back at WrestleMania. Because I bet you anything, bro. Next year we're gonna see John Cena, The Rock, and The Undertaker at WrestleMania next year from Saudi Arabia.
God. Listen, I almost lost my shit. I almost fucking AJ Styles being confronted by fucking Undertaker. I'm like, don't tell me you're doing another match, you old bum. Like, he's so washed up and beat up. One of the greatest of all time. Let's be Undertaker, but go teach the young guys etiquette and hard work and all that other bullshit. See, these dinosaurs, stay out of the ring, man. You know what? No, I'm not giving you no more. Where's my button here?
I was gonna say we could see old timers old timers Royal Rumble at WrestleMania, where you have all the 50 and plus year old retired guys come in, do like a Royal Rumble, like a battle royal, and they call it the Andy the Giant Battle Royal. Shawn Michaels, all the guys from N.W.A who are still left, Undertaker, John Cena, The Rock, Dog the Clown, Art Anderson, Tony Blanchard, J.J. Dillon, Ric Flair.
Rock and Roll Express.
The Rock and Roll Express would be the first ones in there. The whole every 4 horsemen who's still alive. This is going to be the most. This is going to be the most watched wrestling match in the history of Battle Royal history.
Okay, sharing all that good shit because I am so done with this dinosaur talk. We're out of here. Deuces.